You already know this, but I'll tell you anyway. Chelsea Handler is a comedian. She's an author, an advocate, a TV host, and you're probably used to seeing her on your screens a little later in the evening. But this morning, she's up and at 'em early here in Canada with us because she's on her comedy tour, and we're excited that she made time to stop by in our studio this morning. Good morning to you.
Oh, good morning.
Okay, you had a show last night, so thank you for being up early.
Thank you. I had a show last night in Toronto, where we are, and I have a show tonight in Toronto, and then tomorrow night in Ottawa, yes. And I have many Canadian dates. I'm spreading my Canadian joy.
Listen, I was listening to your podcast yesterday. Do you book your Canadian dates around your love of skiing?
You bet I do. You bet I do. I spend my winters in Whistler, and then I book all my Canadian dates in Canada, so I'm based out of Canada. Skiing is very important for me.
Yeah.
And I do an annual video every year on my birthday where I ski down in a bikini or sometimes something less.
Yeah.
And yes, I take skiing very seriously. My dream as a little girl was to grow up and be able to ski as, you know, like be a real skier. So now I am a real skier.
You are a real skier. You're really good. I mean, not just the confidence in doing it in a bikini, knowing that you're not going to fall, but your skills are really good. You're a great skier.
And also, it's great to be in a bikini in the snow because everything just shrinks when you're that cold. You know what I mean? So your body's always banging.
It's very toned.
Yes, exactly.
Hey, I think of you as more a late night person.
I am definitely more of a late night person. They've already given me several warnings about language, so I'm not going to get anyone in trouble.
Well, I think actually we might have tallied up how much it would cost us if you were to swear on the air.
It's expensive. I've done it before. I've made that mistake before.
You know, people know you for your hilarity. You make us laugh, but you also talk a lot about really important and serious things in life. You talk about grief. You talk about how that has shaped you. And these are topics that people don't like to address all the time. I'm thinking of little girl, Chelsea, were you always somebody who was outspoken about taboo or, you know, off-brand topics, or is this something that you've developed?
I just always had an attitude about things that I didn't think were right, like if it was unjust or if there was an injustice. And I was born into a family. I was the youngest of 6 children. So when I was born, I was already frustrated with my family dynamic. My parents were just like, I'm like, who is in charge around here? Do we even have a savings account? Like, it just seemed so disorganized. And we had too many children and there wasn't enough money. And I'm like, I don't know about you two. So I was kind of like a leader even when I was only 3 years old. I was kind of had that attitude. I was shaped like a little girl, but I felt like a woman.
Wow.
Yeah.
Listen,
a 3-year-old woman.
A 3-year-old woman.
Yes.
With a strong voice and a strong opinion developed early.
Strong opinions. My family loved it. They were like, oh no, who's she?
Well, speaking of your family, what I love about you is people will ask about your relationship and your love life, and you always point back to your siblings and say the closest relationship that you have is with your siblings. And you know, that is not true of everybody. Not everybody has that. In particular, as they get older and life gets in the way, or, you know, the loss of a parent can cause real divisions. What has that meant to you to have that relationship, and how have you worked on it?
Well, I can't shake my family. I mean, I wouldn't be as close to my family if they would give me some time to myself, but we're very close knit.
Oh, I love this. This is them there.
Yeah, so that's us on Martha's Vineyard, where we go in the summertime. We do an annual trip there. But yeah, I mean, I have 5 brothers and sisters, so we all, and they have lots of children. So, you know, those are my nieces and nephews.
You must be the best auntie.
I am a great aunt. I'm very bad influence and a great influence at the same time. So they come to me when they want to have fun or edibles, and I am, you know, I relish that role because I'm very outspoken about not being a mother.
Yeah.
I have no desire to be a mother. I never wanted to be married. I just feel like societal rules are just, you don't always have to listen to them. You know, there's a lot of freedom in making your own decisions. So I do take my role as an aunt I take it very pridefully.
What a flex to be able to say that Chelsea Handler is my aunt.
I know. And now they're really starting to understand what that means. Yeah. So there's a lot more respect flowing my way, you know?
I love that.
Yes, exactly.
Speaking of being outspoken, you recently posted something about somebody that you and I both love, which is the great Dolly Parton. I want to play that for people at home and get your reaction.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? We don't have the clip.
Oh, perfect.
But I loved what you had to say. She came out in a Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders and got a lot of heat for it. This is a woman in her 70s.
I'm just so exhausted by men telling women how they should behave. Dolly Parton is an American treasure. Yeah. She's a Canadian, she's a global treasure.
Yeah.
And nobody should ever be criticizing her for doing anything. And we should be grateful to be seeing her on screen. So yes, I had to run to her defense. Not that she needs anyone to defend her, but I took a lot of pride in that as well.
Something you also take a lot of pride in is your position and involvement in politics. And we are now less than a year away from the U.S. election. What concerns you now, and what needs to change in your opinion before
Well,
then?
the reason I bought my house in Whistler, Canada was I bought that house on FaceTime about 3 days before the 2020 election because I was so scared that Trump was going to win again. And I'm like, I can't, there's no way I can survive another 4 years of this madness. So I bought that house over FaceTime, which is one of the most ridiculous things I've ever done.
So could you be moving then, do you think? Possibly
Yeah,
up to
definitely.
Canada?
I'm not going to tolerate another 4 years of that. If that happens, no, I have an exit strategy. Yes, I can't. I don't have this. I'm 48 years old. I'll just come to Canada. Maybe I'll just join you and become a morning news anchor.
I would love that very, very much. It's very early, and as you said, that's
you
not
just
your
told me
thing.
you get up at 3 in the morning. I was like, whoa, whoopsie doodle. That's early.
Okay, well, I'll be waking up. You'll be going to bed.
Yeah, right,
Okay.
exactly.
Hey, thanks for being here. Happy holidays to you.
Oh, thank you.
We look forward to the bikini pics coming out from Whistler again.
Yep.
Thanks, Chelsea. You can catch her tonight on her big little bleep tour that's happening at Meridian Hall.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.